Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another MAMG Let's Play and the finale of Dream Daddy. I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe this started with an April Fool's just goofy video. And now we're completing every single dad route. We're there with Damien to see what's gonna happen in this awesome finale. You guys ready? I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm curious. I'm curious what's gonna happen with Damien. And I'm curious what's going to happen once we do get the ending for all the dads. Because as far as I know, I've done okay. There's some dads that I didn't get like the picture with. And I don't know if that's a requirement for anything, but I don't know. It's just going to be interesting. Because we've dated all the dads. I don't know if it logs each time because I have to reload, like go back to before this final date and then do it. So if anything, I can go and do like a final date with each of the dads, but I've already done it. So anyways, ever since we had that picnic in the graveyard, Damien and I have been spending a lot of time together. We go on nighttime strolls pretty regularly. He was so impressed with the first letter I wrote him that he insisted we only communicate by post instead of through dadbook. I initially protested, but he gave me one of his old Signet rings to use as a seal for my letters, and I just couldn't say no. Hanging out with that goth dad again? Please, Amanda, you know his name. And yes. Be honest with me here, Pops. Is he actually a vampire? I remember you inviting him to our household that one time, and I've seen The Lost Boys, and I honestly would have preferred trying to see if he could have walked through the threshold of our home under his own power. Yes, Amanda, I have become Damien's familiar. I am compelled under his curse. I'm sorry, sweetie. Turn into a bat. I don't think... What's the point of being a vampire if you can't even turn into a bat? Well, okay, I'm off. Are you taking the car or are you flying off into the night on the leathery wings of a bat? One of those. While I'm out, can you throw away the garlic bread that's in the freezer so I don't die? That would be great. I'm keeping it there as insurance. You understand, right? That's my girl. So smart. Oh, we're back here. Damien and I walk along the water's edge, chatting. Damien's cape, I mean cloak. He hates it when people call it a cape. Damien's cloak flutters behind him in the breeze. This is gonna seem like a silly question, but why do goths wear black? Gothic subculture has always been associated with death, so it would make sense that the style surrounding it would be greatly influenced by mourning. Interestingly enough though, that was in the Victorian era Queen Victoria herself mourned the death of her late husband for 10 whole years, wearing black for the rest of her life. If that's not goth, I don't know what is. I have another question. Go ahead. How are you so comfortable with death? You mentioned it in the graveyard that it helps you to appreciate life or something? I've experienced several losses over the course of my life, and I truly believe that the only manageable way to cope is to accept that death is simply a part of living. It's the single universal truth for every human who has ever lived. I am going to die. You are going to die. And life carries on without us. Doesn't that make you feel scared? Not at all. Without the advancements of modern medicine, death was everywhere in the Victorian era. And yet, funerals were major social functions. Victorians were obsessed with mementos of their loved ones, even going so far as to take elaborately staged photographs of their dead relatives. The minutiae of mourning was so complex that there were set periods of grieving that were deemed acceptable based on who in your life had passed. Now, we don't have any of that. If you lose someone, you end up feeling lost yourself because we have no modern equivalent of those formalities. We need to allow ourselves some time to grieve, to feel that loss fully, but not allow it to consume us. So no, I'm not afraid of death. I believe it is a waste of time to spend your life dreading the end of it. The time we have here is brief and fleeting and occasionally cruel, but it is at all times precious. To stare death in the face and live despite that, I think, is a noble existence. Let's save the mourning for the dead. Okay. Wow, that's beautiful. I can see the moonlight and the bay glint off of Damien's eyes. He smiles. We turn to the harbor and watch the ships pass, breathing in the salty sea air. I look to Damien again and can't help but be entranced by his charm, his mystery. I find everything about him so fascinating. I lean in closer to Damien, closing my eyes as I do. I'm so sorry. I have to take this. Damien steps away from me to answer his phone. Oh no, I hope it isn't Lucian again. After speaking in hushed tones for a few moments, Damien returns to me. Everything okay?
Eyes.
There's an emergency. Lucian? No, thankfully, but I must take my leave. Oh, okay. Is there anything I can do to help? Dads do have to stick together, right? You know it. Then come. There isn't time to waste. Okay? After a short drive in silence, we arrive at a rundown building on the outskirts of town. Where are we? It's better if I just show you. I push the surprisingly heavy door open to find myself in the dimly lit waiting room. A few rickety chairs line the walls, and there doesn't seem to be anyone behind the front desk. There are a few paintings and pictures on the wall, but they're so nondescript that I'm still unsure as to what kind of place this even is. Wait here for a moment. I'll be right back. Damien walks off down a corridor, his boot heels echoing through the halls of this seemingly empty building. Distant howls echo from some space that I can't see anymore, and there's a faint scratching sound like claws on tile. I cautiously peek down the hall and find stall after stall of scared-looking dogs. A few of them notice me and skitter up to the chain-link fence, sticking out their noses enough to sniff in the air. What have I gotten myself into? Is this like an animal shelter? Suddenly, the lights shut off. I panic, unsure of where I am or how I can get out. I stumble through the darkness, my breathing getting heavier and heavier. Damien? The lights finally turn back on. Hey, sailor. Mary? What are you doing here?
Give it a rest, buddy.
You aren't here for the fight club? I don't want to get punched in the face.
Hey.
Great, because this is an animal shelter. Called it. What? We take care of stray animals and then people adopt the stray animals. Didn't you see the pets when you walked in? Oh, sorry. I didn't really expect to see you volunteering at an animal shelter.
Come on.
Wow. Okay, kid. Way to put me in a box. Dames, you hear this baloney? Just one moment. Thunder cracks and the door bursts open. Appearing from the shadows, I see... Damien? What? Hey. It's Damien. He looks completely different. No cloak, no Victorian-era clothing, no makeup. I wasn't planning to share this side of me until much later, but I'm not as goth as you think. I'm a systems administrator for the IT department of a realty company. I wear tennis shoes to work, and I listen to Bruce Springsteen. I enjoy going to the hardware store and looking at storage solutions, and I volunteer at this animal shelter in my spare time. I'm boring. I'm fascinated with Victorian history and goth lifestyle. That much is true, it's just not at all that I am. And I need you to know that. Oh, hate to kill the moment here, but there's some pressing business that needs attending to. Oh, right. My Duchess Cordelia. Again? Who's Duchess Cordelia? She's one of the pups, gets out all the time. She somehow managed to learn how to open doors, and now she's unstoppable. Okay. When did she get out? This morning. I went to go sing sea shanties to the cats, and when I came back, she had already bolted. I have to stay here with the pets, so I need you to go and find her. Of course. Where could she be?
Come on.
She always ends up running to the same places. Here, let me draw you a map. Mary starts scribbling on the back of a pet adoption form. She's very smart, ruthless even. You need to stay on your toes and to get her back by sundown, or she turns into a werewolf and starts eating people. What? You're a perfect little peach, Kelly.
Ah.
We just don't want her to be stuck outside when it's cold. Oh. I'll grab some treats and we can hit the road, which explains why he had the dog treats in his cloak. Damien and I look over the map Mary created for us. Oh man, I'm Nerd's house? At least you're not other Nerd's house. Looks like you're moving up in the pecking order. Congrats, kiddo. Where should we head out to first? Baseball field. Why not? Damien and I exit the parking lot and start driving towards town. I look over to him. He seems concerned. Shouldn't be too hard to find the Duchess, right? She's a pretty big pup. Mary wasn't kidding when she said that dog was smart. One time she correctly guessed the winner of the Kentucky Derby. It was a really great year for Bark Bark Bark. I don't know. What do you think our odds are, Kelly? Gotta stay positive. My dad once told me, Kelly, you can't shove raisins up your nose, and that hurt my feelings. I felt discouraged, but I kept a positive attitude, and you know what? I made it happen. Ew. It might have landed me in the ER and forced me to have 10 golden raisins removed from my nasal cavity, but on that day, I learned that anything is possible if you have a good attitude and abnormally large nostrils. Young children really are resilient, I suppose. Yeah, young children. I was 16. Let's just hope for the best. We got this. That's awesome. We drive to the softball field. It looks like Craig's team is practicing. I wonder if any of the kids saw something. Craig spots us and jogs over. Softball bat slung over his shoulder. Oh. Hey bros, what's up? Craig, you wouldn't have happened to see a dog around here, have you? One escaped from the animal shelter and we're trying to locate her. Huh, I don't think so. Maybe one of the girls saw something. Girls? Hi, Amanda's dad. Hi, Lucian's dad. We have names. Girls, have you seen any dogs around? Yeah, a huge dog ran through here a second ago. You just missed it. We tried to play fetch with her, but she just took the softball and ran. I think she ate it, actually. She was a lot of dog. Here, take another softball. Might come in handy later. Many thanks, Craig. Okay. Coffee spoon? Sure, why not? We park in front of Mac's coffee shop and walk inside. It seems like a slow day. Matt sits behind the counter reading a book. Hey, Matt. Didn't expect to see you two today. What's up? Does everybody else know that he works at the pet shelter? Because he's not dressed the way he... have you seen any stray dogs around? Can't say I have. You looking for one? Can you describe them to me? Enormous. That pretty well covers it. Hey. Cool. I find strays digging for food scraps in the alley out back sometimes. I'll be sure to keep an eye out. We head back to the car. Okay, that's fine. Bayside. We arrive back at the Bayside. Just like old times, eh? I remember it as if it were yesterday. I mean, earlier today. So what do you think? Any sight of the pooch? None yet. Although who knows if she made it onto any of these ships. The Duchess would do that? I wouldn't put it past her to know how to navigate in rough seas and without a compass. Very smart. Pops? Damien and I turn around to see my daughter. Amanda, what are you doing here? Did you think I just stayed inside all day, vegging out on the couch and watching TV? Oh, sorry. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm heading home to veg out on the couch and watch TV. Had to get a burrito first. Young miss, have you seen a dog around here?
Yes.
Oh, you bet. I saw a Pomeranian with a bow around his neck, and I saw a big old Doberman named Henry, and there's a stroller full of Yorkies, a Greyhound, a Golden Retriever. Did you see a Mastiff anywhere? No dice. I won't definitely have remembered that.
Oh.
Gotta run though. This readout is about 10 minutes before the cheese breaks down the molecular structure of the tortilla and makes it all soggy. You understand. I do? Of course. Have a lovely evening, Miss Miller. Okay. It'd be fun if we ran into her again at the cul-de-sac. Let's try the aquarium, I guess. Damien and I stopped by the aquarium. Everything looks in order here, but it might help to get out of the car and take a look. You see anything? No dog here. Not even any sign of her. Did you know that penguins are considered the goths of the sea? Damien, I want to believe you so badly. I fear that the hours are growing short. We must make haste if we're to find the Duchess by sundown. Damien's looking more stressed out by the minute. I gotta think of something to lighten the mood. Oh god. What kind of dog does the vampire have? Sure. I would imagine it would be unwise for a vampire to take up in the company of a smaller mammal for the means of companionship. It would be too tempting to... A bloodhound. Oh god. I made him mad. Okay. Jeez. I keep reading Damien directions from the map as we drive around town. Cul-de-sac? We drive through the cul-de-sac and everything seems to be pretty normal. It looks like Brian's doing some yard work. We pull into Brian's driveway and hop out. Hey, don't step on the grass. I just mowed. Have you seen any unusual activity in the area today? Aside from your underwater lawn? Here we go. How dare you? I take my lawn care very seriously. Kelly, please. You haven't seen a dog run through here, have you?
No.
Well, a few hours ago I heard Maxwell barking at something. Then when I came outside, my garden had been torn to shreds. It's gonna take forever to re-till the soil. That could be a dog or a rather feisty raccoon. Whatever it was, must have been hungry. Ate all of my tomatoes. I'm very sorry to hear about your garden. If you need assistance restoring it to its former glory, please don't hesitate to contact me. Will do, buddy. Good luck finding that dog.
Oh no.
She's probably still hungry. I wonder if she's looking for more food elsewhere. Go back to the coffee spoon? We head back inside the coffee spoon. Hey, Matt. Guys, I think I may have seen that dog you were looking for.
What?
You did? A brown mastiff. Size of a house? Yeah. I saw it digging through the trash in the back. It ran away when I tried to get closer, though. Did you see what direction it ran in? Matt thinks for a second. Might have been running east, I think? That pup tore through 3 pans of Old Grateful banana bread. Wanna take some for the road, just in case? Sure thing. Matt packages up a slice. Thanks for the slice. The road slice. This is Grateful banana bread is gonna be so good. I think he meant to give it to you for the dog. Oh, right. I meant it's gonna be so good for the dog to eat. Feel like we're on the right track. You think? If we keep this up, we'll find the Duchess in no time. Hey, if you like dogs so much, why don't you have any? Lucian's severely allergic. I wouldn't put him through that. But there are still dogs in my life, so for that, I'm grateful. There's about to be one more dog in your life, buddy. Splendid attitude. Let us not waste any more time. Verily. Okay, east. Okay, so the coffee spoon and then east. Either the cul-de-sac or the Bayside. Let's... Softball field's up that way, so it's not that way. Bayside? Damien and I arrived back at the Bayside. Doesn't seem like anything's changed here. But Matt said the Duchess went east from the coffee spoon. I suppose we need to go not so east? So the cul-de-sac, I guess. We arrive at the cul-de-sac to find everything looking normal, except... Uh-oh. Hugo's front door is wide open. She can open doors. This is classic Duchess Cordelia, a telltale sign. We should approach with caution. Whatever goes down in there, I've got your back. We creep up onto the porch and step inside. There, sitting in the center of Hugo's living room like she owns the place, is one of the biggest dogs I've ever seen. Woof! Well, she hasn't broken anything in here. Yet.
Huh.
Wonderful. Now all I have to do is get a leash on her before she tries to escape again and get out there before Hugo comes home. Easy peasy. Duchess, come here. The Duchess eyes Damien warily. As he approaches, she begins to growl. She's on the guard. We'll need another plan. Banana bread? I reach into my pocket and pull out a slice of grateful banana bread Matt gave me. Duchess sniffs it in the air and hones in on the bread. Come here, girl. Nice and easy. I've got some yummy homemade vegan and possibly gluten-free banana bread, if that's what you're into. The Duchess cautiously approaches me and gives the bread a good sniff before gently taking it from my hand and dropping it on the ground, like dogs always do for some reason. She curls up and starts munching on the bread. Success! Damien walks up behind the Duchess and attaches a leash to her collar. She immediately notices and starts whining. It's time to go home now, Duchess. Damien gives a tug on the leash. She won't move. Duchess, what happened to our rapport? You and I used to be bosom buddies. She still doesn't move. She's huge. There's no way we could even try to lift her. Well, this is a weird situation to be in. I think we're literally trespassing in our friend's house with this large dog. What are you nerds doing? Oh, Ernest stands in the doorway with a plate of pizza rolls. What flavor pizza rolls are those? Yeah. Pepperoni blast. Nice. The Duchess notices Ernest and starts pulling against the leash. Why is there a dog in my house? It's a long... The Duchess suddenly breaks free from Damien's grip and hurtled towards Ernest. Ah! Ernest and the Duchess fall to the ground. Pizza rolls fly everywhere. This is bad. Ernest, are you okay? Ernest feeds the Duchess a pizza roll. Hey, she likes pizza rolls. Ernest sits up, but the dog keeps licking his face. Oh. Hey. Hugo stands at the door, looking like he's at a loss for words.
Sweet Manchego!
Why are you guys... Whose dog is this? It's a long story, but it involves a large dog who knows how to open doors. Boof. Hugo, may I present to you Duchess Cordelia? How do you do? Borf! We're friends. The Duchess licks at Ernest's face. She's from the local animal shelter. She got out and we've been chasing her all around town. Your house was her final stop. Dad, can we keep her? Ernest, I don't know if we're set up to take care of a...
Sweet Manchego!
Wait, did you just call me Dad? Come on, please. Look at how cute she is. Hugo sighs. We had been talking about adopting a dog for a while. But you have to promise me you'll take care of her. Yeah, I'll give her all the pizza rolls until her little heart desires. I suddenly remember what's on the back of this map and pull a pen out of my pocket. Oh, got the forms ready for you, if you're interested. I'll even waive the adoption fee since, we technically broke into your household. Well, alright, it's a deal. Hugo steps onto the porch with us and signs the forms while Ernest plays with the Duchess inside. He sure seems to be happy with this new friend.
Yes.
I know. He called me Dad. Can you believe it? Damien places a hand on Hugo's shoulder. I certainly can. I think this will be really good for Ernest. It should teach him some responsibility. You should probably look into getting better locks on your doors, though. The Duchess is a wily one, but do right by her, and she'll love you two forever. Thank you. Aww. And long story short, the Duchess now lives happily in a home, and neither of us were charged for breaking and entering. So, all in all, I think it was a fine day's work. Nice work, you two. Kelly, you could be a valuable asset to our team of volunteers. If you ever feel like petting some puppies, hit me up. Mary, I always feel like petting puppies. Good to know. Well, I'll catch you fellas later. Mary starts to leave. And one last thing. Damon's been telling me about you. Glad he finally brought you around. Oh, yeah.
Give it a rest, buddy.
Damien's my special boy. I love him. We go way back and I got a vested interest in his health, success, and well-being. If you ever heard him. Mary,
Oh.
you can fill in the blanks. I gulp. Yes, ma'am. Mary leaves me alone with Damien. So, about the whole goth thing. I, completely understand if you aren't interested in me anymore. What? Am I missing something here? I'm not a cool goth prince. I'm boring. I own 5 pairs of tennis shoes. I wear dumb glasses. Don't you care? He looks so nervous. Damien, do you really think I only like you because of all the goth stuff? That's all cool, but the best thing about you is how passionate you are about the things you love. History, art, Victorian fashion, dogs, storage solutions. It doesn't matter what it is. You care, and that's awesome. And also, the glasses are very cute. Aww. You don't think I'm boring at all? If you're boring, then I don't know what that makes me. I spend too much time online shopping for flashlights. I get excited to mow my lawn on Saturdays. I get cranky about commercials being too loud. I've been thinking about making my own peanut butter. Then maybe we can be boring together. Heck yeah. It would never be boring if it was with you. Aww. Damien suddenly closes the gap between us and pulls me into a hug. He buries his face in my shoulder. His hair smells like lavender and rosemary. I was so scared you wouldn't like me. Quite the opposite. Damien pulls away for a second and looks me in the eyes. Without the colored contacts, his eyes are so dark and soulful. May I kiss you? Thou art welcome? Yeah. Verily, you may take upon yourself the... You know what? Just kiss me. He smiles slightly and leans in, giving me a gentle kiss. Damien pulls away and gives me an intense look. Do you want to help me take care of the puppies? Yes. Damien and I arrive back at the cul-de-sac, our fingers intertwined. Like a proper gentleman, he walks me to my doorstep. This was lovely. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for everything. I'm very happy I can be myself around you. I'm glad, but I have one request. What's that? Can we keep sending each other letters? But of course. Damien kisses me one last time before turning around and heading home. Amanda runs back from the couch to the window and tries to look as nonchalant as possible. Hello, Father. I was sitting here on the couch the entire time. Hi, Amanda. So, are you guys, like, starting a vampire coven together? Oh, plot twist. Mothman. Damien's actually Mothman. I didn't see it coming either. Genius. Well, whatever's happening, I'm really glad you two are happy. You deserve it, Dad. Aw, shucks. I'm gonna head to bed. Catch you in the morning? Sure thing. I make my way to my room and fall into my bed with my heart full, excited for the days to come. Oh, that was so sweet. That was actually really sweet. Really adorable. Hopefully I got an S. Maybe? Yeah.
I'm sensing a romance between us.
Oh, are you?
Chemical romance.
Is it mine?
That's a band?
Okay. I was kind of glad they kept talking after the load screen, because I was like, I hit it too soon, didn't I? Sure did, but that's okay. Drinking too much water can cause intoxication. That's what you should be worried about. Not whether or not I hit the A button too soon. Okay? That's not what you need to be worrying about. Verily. Hence, therefore. Why is it taking so long to load this party? Okay, I think this should be the same. Okay, right? Yeah. DVD box set. Everybody's here. Oh, Damien's wearing this little shelter outfit. That's cute. Okay, graduation party, surprise. Everyone's here. Mac and cheese bar, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's so sweet. It's so sweet that the whole, like, neighborhood threw a party for her. I love it. Okay, make the rounds. Okay, but first, mac and cheese, of course. Okay, Pablo's still doing the shirt thing. All right. We have a real fluffy Samoyed right now. His name's Harold. He loves belly rubs. He always tries to lick your face if you get too close. Mrs. Christensen, thank you so much for telling me in great detail about every single dog currently at the animal shelter. Please, tell me about the Afghan with the 3 legs again. Sure, Quadro, we call him. It's one of those ironic nicknames. You know, if you're really interested, I could probably steal one for you. A dog or a leg? Really? No, but I could get you to meet all of them. We could always use some extra hands around the shelter.
Hey.
And if those extra hands also happen to steal a dog, I'm glad you two are able to bond over cute things. Really warms my heart. Dad, we're having a moment. Hey, Sailor. Your kid's a good egg. Where's your goth prince? You two are usually attached at the hip these days. He's around. Stellar. Mary turns her attention to Amanda. It's not too hard to sneak a dog into college, trust me. I did it plenty back in the day. At one point, I had 3 cats living in my dorm. I decided to leave them to it. All of a sudden, a huge dog leaps up into my arms. Duchess! Oh, Hugo and Ernest run up to me. The Duchess gives my face a few broad licks and hops down.
I don't know.
We're working on that. Got her in a disciplinary class. She's a wild spirit who runs where she may. I don't mind at all. It looks like the 3 of you are getting along nicely.
Hey!
She's a valuable addition to the clan. If I hold up my homework in front of her, she'll eat it. Cool. We'll deal with that later. Duchess Cordelia spots a squirrel and darts off across the yard. Ernest follows her, laughing. He's actually been a lot more manageable lately. I think taking care of the dog is good for him. Thanks for breaking into my house, I guess. Anytime! Kelly! Uh-oh. Brian, you made it! Hey! I don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Sure thing, pal. Okay, I'll link. Yep. Okay. Craig, you got anything new? Really glad we're bros. Okay. Okay, they peek out. Everybody's just calls me Amanda's dad. It's fine. Let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you. Okay. Maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Okay, sure, Joseph, that'd be great. Well, see you later.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, you're back? Okay. I learned from the best. Okay, I've got a pocket full of gift cards to say you already knew a thing or two. Oh! Okay, let's get together for a trivia night again sometime soon, huh? You know it. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda's going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Okay, I think this is the same.
Hey!
Yeah, so it seems like they remember the last date, you know, the second date that I've had with everybody. So Craig may have said something about working out. Okay, breaking the globe. Okay, Robert. Hey. Okay. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table.
I don't know.
Good stuff. Yep. See you later.
Hey.
Hey, man. Matt. Okay, let me know when Amanda leaves for college. A fresh batch of grateful banana bread. Oh, yeah, okay. I hope I wasn't fast forwarding through some of the other things that had happened, but this one seems to be the one that affects everybody the most with the shelter. Thank you, I know she'll love that. Hey, Amanda's dad. I turned to spot Lucien walking up to me. Yes, Lucien? Thanks for inviting me to your party. Anytime, bud. I know we had a rocky start, but I'm glad to know you. I hope you know how much your dad cares about you. Yeah. My dad's had a rough couple of years, and I know that it might not have been easy to raise me alone. He's still kind of a weird guy, but I love him a lot, and it seems like you make him happy. So, you're cool in my book. Yeah! Thank you, Lucien. That means a lot to me. Sure. And let me know if you want me to give you a stick and poke someone. Thanks for coming by, Lucien. What? See you around, Kelly. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on the back porch step, sun's setting. Okay. Amanda wanders over, sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, okay, yep, you're gonna make me cry. Alright, here's me a tiny wrap package, the wrapping off. Okay. So in the beginning, Pops, plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories, yep, and then we're gonna pay for all the stuff she breaks. Alright. Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. Okay. I take a seat next to Damien as the last guests make their way out of the party.
Oh,
Did you know that in the Victorian era, they would call benches seedy boys? What? Really?
oh.
I'm kidding, Kelly, but what if? It's good to see you in your civvies again. Thank you. I had a revelation the other day, Kelly, and I think it was largely due to your continued influence upon me. There was a version of myself that might have been embarrassed to show my true form, my information technology form. But what you said about me, about how my passion was what you truly admired, that emboldened me to feel like myself, regardless of how I chose to dress and act. Instead of separate entities, they are simply different facets of myself, a three-dimensional human being with his own thoughts, wants, and needs. I love dressing the way that I do, but feeling constricted by what I thought was my own personal brand made me lose sight of why I did this in the first place, to make myself happy. I place my hand on Damien's and feel a light squeeze. Looking up, I'm greeted by Damien's warm smile.
Oh,
I'm trying to be more comfortable with who I am, other than dwelling on who I could be to other people. I can't stop smiling. I'm so proud of him. Damien, I'm so happy you've realized that you could be a dog-loving goth. Me too, Kelly. Me too. I feel myself inching closer and closer to Damien. I go to brush a lock of hair out of his face, and I'm shocked at how soft it is. How is your hair so soft? Dog shampoo. I keep running my hands through his hair as he leans closer to me, placing a hand on the side of my face. He strokes my cheek with his thumb.
oh.
You know, public displays of affection were considered scandalous in the Victorian era. Damien pulls me in for a kiss. But I think I can make an exception for you. Aww. That was so sweet. I love it. Okay. So that's it, right? We had an ending with each of the dads. Right? I can't believe we did it. I can't believe we dated every single dad. Okay, got that one. Ooh. I like it. Okay. Is that it? I don't know. I don't know if there's like a... I guess so. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave this episode here because I feel like that is the end. I will look it up online or I guess like separately to see if the other ending is something that I can still get. I'm not 100% sure on that, but either way, I had a lot of fun with this. I can't really pick a favorite dad. They were all so much fun. Like, I don't think there's any of them that I didn't enjoy. So I'll let you guys discuss in the comments below who you enjoyed the most and kind of like what you thought about the series as a whole. I loved it. I had so much fun. I don't think there's been a game that's made me laugh this much in a long, long time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ. Let's play.